he must move silently, as silently as he can. He will slip into holes, kumbhak, keeping air inside the body. He silently slithers and spreads himself with serpentine roots, seeking openings through the dark shadows of the banyan tree. He moves like a tiger in the heart of the forest. He would have reached the edge of the forest by the time you start looking for him. Gone into oblivion. Forever. He walks slowly. He runs at times. Runs because he's afraid someone will look at him. They say the one who looks at him goes blind. Near Narmada river banks, some say he's so bright that you need to have the right kind of energy within you to fathom his presence. Some believe Ashwatthama is God. Even if he wants to talk to you, you won't be able to comprehend his speech. Some say he's there and not there both at the same time. Like quantum uncertainty, quantum fluidity, quantum blurriness, quantum phenomena, quantum reality, quantum supremacy, quantum efficacy, quantum necessity. Asirgarh Fort is a labyrinth. Can you imagine a labyrinth as a palimpsest? That's what Asirgarh Fort is like. A labyrinth that spans 1,000 years of intertwined spaces, a mixed match of history, layers of happenings, layers of incidences, like this incidence. This conversation between you and me, we too are adding to this labyrinth. Perched high on a hill of the Satpura range, just 25 kilometers north of Burhanpur, it is one of the most significant forts of the Deccan region. Asahir, a local chieftain, ruled over the fort in 14th century. Then Faruqi kings enjoyed the glory of this fort for 200 years till 16th century. When Akbar the Great led a siege around the fort, the entire northern India was under the Mughals. Then Asirgarh was known as Dakhan Ka Darwaza, gateway to Deccan. So proud was Akbar when his soldiers finally surmounted the difficulties of capturing this great fort that he had a special gold coin struck to commemorate the event, stamped with words Zarb Asir, in Persian meaning struck at Asir. After Mughals, Scindias and British fought over the fort at different times in the history of this region. अश्वत्थामा तापी नदी में स्नान कर गुप्तेश्वर महादेव के मंदिर में पूजा अर्चना करके बिल मार्ग से होते हुए आसिरगढ़ में स्थित आसिरेश्वर महादेव के मंदिर में फूल चढ़ा के खांडवा के जंगलों में वापस चला जाता है. Starting from Satpura mountain ranges in the Betul district, Tapi river flows towards the Arabian Sea to the west. Tapi is Tapnashni, the one which destroys fury and anger. Walking from the origins till the end, Omkareshwar, Ujjain, Betul, Burhanpur, Hoshangabad, Melghat, Sarni, Harsud, Tarsi, Mundi, Guwahati, Malwa, Bilmarg, Gupt Rasta, a secret passage, opening within the inner sanctum of the Gupteshwar Mahadev temple in Burhanpur on the banks of river Tapi and ending within the Asirgarh fort. You may not believe me. You may think this is all a farce, just a performance, merely acting. Actually, Ashwatthama is a simulation that runs by itself, self-aware, self-conscious. If only that were true, had he been someone else, anyone else, he would have survived. survived by dying. Maybe these are the things that I cannot prove to you. I can merely give you some questions to wonder. Please focus on that instead. Who knows, tomorrow one of you would prove it to the world. Stories, legends, anecdotes are all like smoke, and the fire is history. As they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.